Hi, welcome to SBS Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. His name is Mike Brenner. It's week 4.
We are
the odds couple. We are the odds couple, and we come to you from sportsbookreview.com. It is week 4 in college football. Arkansas and Texas A&M is the next game. Today is Friday, of course, the 23rd. We've been assigned to analyze this one. The line is Texas A&M -6. The total is 49 or 49.5. And again, this is being played in Texas, but not officially a home game, right? Now, it's being played in Arlington,
site
right?
in Arlington, yeah.
So there's a big argument all the time whether, if a team has a in-state advantage, it's not a home, and in bowl games that matters. But
guess what? I got to interrupt you because one of my first plays in college, which won last night, Clemson. All right, you should have saw the crowd that went down to Atlanta.
Exactly.
And Deshaun Watson, that's where he grew up in Gainesville, Georgia. There was more orange in that stadium than there was yellow, so you never know.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a big factor when you're analyzing home field advantage. But here we have Texas A&M. Texas A&M is 3-0 against the spread. They got a nice road win at Auburn. The UCLA game, though, was an OT game, so they covered that as a favorite, but it did go to OT. And then Arkansas, not sure what to make of them, right? Week 1, they struggled against Louisiana Tech, which is not super embarrassing. It's a Week 1 game. Louisiana Tech is a strong team. Then they got a nice, win at TCU, and then they blew out a cupcake in Texas State. So, the line is -6, 49 or 49.5. Again, I'm kind of leaning under here, despite the fact that Texas A&M is, obviously they're still playing their pass-happy offense. Their defense is very much improved. Arkansas is very run-heavy, and Texas A&M has been a lower-scoring team. Their game against Auburn went under. The UCLA game went under in overtime, although it went under in regulation, then it went over in overtime. And I could see this one easily sneaking under the low total. Although again, it's just tricky because Texas A&M can have such an explosive offense at times with Trevor Knight from Oklahoma. What do you think about this one, Mike Brenner?
Pistol Pete, you break it down. Yeah, I do. I do. I got some insights. You know what? I think there ought to be an award in college football really called, the not most improved, but, a comeback school of the year. All right. Texas A&M has just literally been a construction site for cleanup because of the mess that Johnny Manziel, and when that all was exposed, they realized that this school was run. It was run wild. It was literally just run wild. All right. This coach has done an amazing job of lassoing in this crew and separating the old without being negative, without talking. Never steps in and says anything about Manziel. I got awful, just
and especially
huge
getting
respect
the defense
for him
to be improved under John
Absolutely.
Davis. Absolutely, huge.
And that was a
even
great
still
step.
a little under the radar.
They're better than they were when Manziel was there. This defense,
sure.
all right. So what they've done, and they showed me last week that yes, they really are that real team. And the residual effect of the recruiting, that's a positive from Manziel. That residual effect of that recruiting is really starting to pay off, and that's why someone does what he does. Pete, Arkansas, and I know I love the edge mentally. All right. What's going on in Louisville with Bobby Petrino has trickled down to Arkansas. Let's all not forget, Arkansas is where he got fired. Louisville he got fired from, and then he got fired from Arkansas, Petrino, after building programs real quick. All right. He had a chance to go back to Arkansas just like he had a chance to go back to Louisville, and Arkansas dropped the ball on that. And now they're watching what he's doing. That's in their head. Last week they had arguments within staff. This is no shit, all right? You're talking like athletic department people and stuff like that. Yeah. They're all worried about Petrino, so they're not even focused on what's going on. That tells me this team's not focused. They're going on the road. No matter what, that's a road game for them.
Sure.
Okay?
Well, they got a nice road win at TCU.
Of course they did.
TCU's overvalued, but
yes,
still,
I know.
They were a double-digit dog.
So here's where I'm at with it.
Yeah,
Check this out.
Okay.
Does this team, do the players have a, go, wait a minute. We got this. All right? I think that defense is a hell of a lot better than people know. I think it's going to be a challenge for A&M. I don't think A&M looks over anybody because of the coach, but I think Arkansas, I think they look at their AD and their athletic department and say, screw you. This is our team, and I think they're going to show up. On a lean, buddy. I would probably go Arkansas on a lean with the points.
Really? +6?
Yes, because I just think it's that focus for what's going on with Petrino. You got players going, fuck, excuse my language, but screw him. Mom, I'm sorry. Screw him, No, I'm not kidding, Pete. That's that mental edge. So I think this team comes out fired to get a chip on their shoulder. They're going literally on the road where they've already won in the same state. Yeah. Boom.
Yeah, no, I listen, I would agree with you as well, tend to agree with you. My lean would be a little bit stronger, though, towards the under again.
Sure.
I can't quite bring myself to give it as an official pick right now, though, when we do our full final review of the week. I might wind up giving it on the under, but I'm definitely leaning under, despite Texas A&M's potent at times offense. Arkansas, a quality SEC team, you're giving them 6 points. Feels like the right thing to do, Mike Brenner.
And I have to tell you one other thing. What other thing I read is that all the attention, all right, right, is going to A&M, which isn't a bad thing. Arkansas likes it that way because it keeps them under the radar.
Right.
But they feel like they're getting a little bit dissed from,
Right.
Not only from who's grading the AP and the polls and everything, but they're also from the media. People are just, Arkansas, they're nobody. Guess what? Teams like that, they're dangerous, baby.
Man, you do your deep research
I love it.
on the
I love this. I love
non-quantitative
this stuff.
factors. All right, Mike Brenner leaning Arkansas +6. I would agree with that, and I'm leaning
Not
under,
official, but it's a lean.
Right, and I'm leaning under 49.5.
You know what else I'm leaning?
What's that?
I'm leaning to hit that button again. That's the bonus page button, because I'm not kidding you, boys. They're still right now the traffic flying in, okay, and it's flying in for Bookmaker and 5 Dimes. They're still offering great bonuses, man. You better jump in because you can beat the bookie before you place your first bet. When you do your new accounts, sign up through SBR and keep us around because we love doing what we do. No, it's true.
Great pitch, Mike Brenner.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.